Hello everybody, and this is VerticalSandwich. Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest VIII. And we're going to show just a little bit of stuff to catch up to speed to where we were last time. Kind of. Up to speed last time. Does that sound right? Yes. So, anyway. What I did was... well, actually, yeah, what I did was I fought some random encounters in the waterfall cave until I had enough money to buy the boomerang. So I'll show you the level ups I got, I'll show you buying the boomerang, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of, see here, Yangus got level 6. I'll show you a little bit of the walk back through the waterfall cave, just so you can see what a game changer the boomerang is. And why I kind of ranted and raved about it. I didn't rant and rave about it, but why I've mentioned it several times. And I'm a boomerang guy. I will play probably this entire game with a boomerang equipped on the main character. So. Which is kind of dumb. I'll explain why later, but probably way later. Yeah! You get that guy. Actually, it's not as dumb as it could be. I mean, like... there are dumber moves in this game. Okay. And our main character learned a new spell called Evac, which is invaluable in this game. So. Because Evac gets you out of dungeons instantly. So here we are back in Fairbury. And we're going to go up to the weapon shop and we're going to buy ourselves a boomerang. Alright. And there it is, 420 gold. And, you know, quite a substantial change in power there. So, but that's not what makes this thing amazing. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run to the inn, I'm going to heal. And then, I'll probably cut the video back to the waterfall cave. So, in fact, I'll meet you back at the waterfall cave. You don't really need to see me stay at the end. Alright, and we're back. Okay, so, this is we just entered the second floor of the, deal. The waterfall cave. Thank you. That's why the boomerang is the game changer, is it hits every target. And as you can see, it hits every target, you know, it hits the first target the hardest, and then every target after that for slightly less points. But, just the idea that you can do increased damage. And look at the Yangus level up to 7. Okay. 4 skill points for Yangus. He needs them. They're going into clubs. We can run through almost all the game with clubs for Yangus. Not all of them. Almost all of them, though. So, the boomerang, I mean, like I said, the boomerang, just because the ability to, you know, if you get attacked by 4 enemies, the ability to hit them all at once, is ridiculous. And, you know, at this stage in the game, most enemies can't withstand, most groups of enemies can't withstand 2 hits from the boomerang. See, when we kill the first guy and then do, you know... Look at that. It's just ridiculous. So, now it'll be far quicker to get through battles, far easier to gain experience. So... it won't... The one disadvantage of the boomerang are there's no good kind of single enemy damage spells for it. You know, like with a sword or like an axe, there are going to be spells that, you know, hit the enemy and reduce their defense, or hit the enemy and confuse them, and things like that. But for a boomerang, there's nothing like that. There are better spells that hit everything. So most of your bosses in this game are going to be single enemies. So that's the disadvantage of the boomerang. But I feel that the advantages, the one advantage that it hits everything, far outweighs its disadvantages. So look at that guy dance. Okay, there will be. I know we haven't dealt with this yet. Or maybe we have, but there's a whole series of like dancing things in this game. There's like a whole dancing theme where like enemies dance to increase their stats. You can get dances that increase your stats. Enemies can dance to make you dance so that you can't attack. So weird. Alright, and so our main character now is up to level 7. So now we're ready to... This is the level I want to be at. And now we'll start adding some points to Boomerang skills. Because, really, there's one in particular that is gonna help us out a lot. And that's Super Throw. All Super Throw does is stop it from decreasing as it goes through enemies. So there you go. Alright, and obviously these guys aren't going to stand up to us. Alright, anyway, so now that we're, you know, back and playing and everything like that, how you guys doing? So, what bad, Vertical Sandwich? We're listening to you talk about boomerangs. You were listening to me talk about boomerangs. I had somebody post a very bitter comment on one of my videos recently, and what I thought was really funny is that it essentially told me that like I was, you know, that what I was doing was like a waste of my time, and then I was thinking that like, but the commenter is watching me do it, like watching my gameplay and listening to my commentary, like. So, what's that say about his time? Like, I don't think what I'm doing is a waste of time. I like what I'm doing. Like, that guy can go to hell. So, I don't know. It got to me for about half a second, and then I was like, oh, no. All right. Okay, Yangus doesn't like the Yangus dialogue thing here doesn't realize that the crystal balls are behind us. Like, that'd be kind of funny if he was like, hey, it's right behind you, man. But nope. Alright, so here we are, and we're going to heal ourselves up and then take care of the waterfall. Well, take care of the crystal ball. Yeah, we're not using it for 2 points. Yangus can go in 2 points down. Alright. Reach out and take it? Of course we want to reach out and take it. Alright.
Surprise! Surprise!
I love this guy.
Geyzer, I am the master of this waterfall.
Just...
Oh, how long it's been? How many people have gone and come?
And he has like he has horrible grasp of the English language.
And more. I've waited 10 years, I tell you. All the time hoping for the left one.
The left one.
The right one to come. But enough with the introductions. Now, for the Trument of Mooth.
Trument of Mooth.
Does this Bristol call crystal ball belong to you?
Well, we gotta say yes, otherwise he won't let us take it.
Lost. At last we fit mace to mace.
Ugh.
You half-wit human.
At last we feet mace to mace, you halfway. Oh, that's a great sentence.
I mean, a lesson.
I'll teach you a moron. Awesome. Alright, so this is our first boss. And he can be kind of rough, like I said, if your levels are down and stuff. Now again, our boomerang isn't going to help us at all fighting this guy. So we're going to psych our people up. We haven't done this yet. We've seen some enemies do it. But the way psyching up works is, I think it adds a multiplier to your attack. So like, times 5, but that might not be true. But anyway, there are tension levels that make your character stronger, and they're tension level 5, 20, 50, and 100. And so you can psych your character up, and like we psyched up to 5, so now when you psych up a second time you go up to 20. After 20, if you psych up, you go up to 50. And then at 50, if you psych up, sometimes you'll go up to 100. Not always, sometimes it'll fail. And then you just go back down to 50. So, see, and look, we did 51 points of damage, which is just, and then our tension level returns to normal. Now we can psych up again. So, you know, it depends on whether or not it's an interesting question whether or not it's worth it in some cases, because, you know, you miss turns. You have to sacrifice turns to, and he will throw out this cursed mist that can curse and paralyze your characters. It will never happen to your hero. Your hero is, for some reason, immune. Like, and you'll see, like, when, he just did it. If he does it again, you'll see that the curse, like, breaks in front of our character. And it shines a little, and that's a big mystery, like, why that happens. We'll eventually answer it. But I'm not spoiling it for you. We're gonna go through most of the game not knowing, but... So get used to that. Although I suppose there's probably a Wikipedia page that would ruin it for you. But yeah, you see that? Like, we deflected the curse, and... So that was reasonably easy, and partially because of the level we got to, and the boomerang helps, because, I mean, again, it's a huge attack jump. For 420 points, it's well worth it. You'll find one a little further on in the game, but we're going to need that one too. So, and we got a seed of strength from this guy, which is awesome. We can permanently increase our own defense.
Oh, the pain.
So you can't get away from it. I can't get away from that guy, the Dr. Smith from Lost in Space. The pain of it all.
Right, quite. And it's all because of you. What? You don't know what I'm talking about.
So the bottom line is that he's got that X in the middle of his forehead is from somebody throwing the crystal ball into the waterfall and it hitting him on the head, which is why he has trouble with like language and stuff, which isn't really very funny. Like the idea that he suffered some sort of brain damage.
Strong enough to withstand my fearsome might. You are no tortune fella. Wait, could you be... The waterfall rears many humors, you know. I hear.
Alright, and when he says rears many humors, it took me a while to figure out that he meant hears many rumors. I was like, rears many humors, what?
Overrun by thorns. And that only one person inside survived. He set off on a journey, leading a course and heart with a lone driver.
So that's us. So he has heard about us, and we survived the curse of Croton Castle, and they're going to show a little bit of that. So, and you can put that together too. That like, why did that curse not affect us? Meh. I don't know. I'm raising questions that I guess you might not have raised yourself if you were playing the game, and maybe that's spoiling it in some sort of way. But they're pretty obvious about it. In fact, I think at one point, King Trode actually says, like, you're the only person. Like, it makes sense why we survived, but why did you survive? Like, I guess you're just lucky. That's his response, I guess you're just lucky. So.
As I thought, that was you!
That was you!
I don't know what you want with this crystal ball, but it's yours now. I accept the hand. Or is it defeat?
Now that's a pretty spectacular, like, mistake. The hands instead of defeat. It doesn't even make sense.
The true owner of this crystal ball. Tell him.
So here's our message for the owner.
Don't throw things in the forewater.
No.
So where they fell. Oh.
The pain of it all. I will not share my bed with that creature. Alright, anyway. Okay, out we go. So I got one little last thing to show you in the waterfall here, and then we're gonna use Evac to get out of this dungeon, a Chimirrowing, whatever it is, to get back to Fairbury, and then we'll shut down the video. And you guys can have a good time. Thanks for watching, and next time we will give Kalderasha back his ball, and then I suppose be on our way to our next challenge. Take that, fire spirits who are just doing your job, just hanging out, and this guy comes up and starts beating you up. Sadistic. Alright, this is taking a lot of time to get to... Well, whatever. You gotta spend time to get results in an RPG, I guess. I just want to get up to the beginning of the next level, the part where we came down in the next level, because there's kind of a joke there that makes more sense now. I mean, it would have, we could have looked at it before, and I guess it would have... So yeah, so like when they do the sultry dance, if your character catches the dancing bug, your character will start dancing. And at some point I hope I capture that actually working, because it's funny watching those characters dance. For that, especially Yengus. Yengus looks really funny when he's dancing. He just does this goofy dance. It's so great. I don't know if they each do different dances, but... Okay, so there's a sign here that says waterfall ahead, no littering. And like now it makes sense because like people have been throwing crystal balls over the edge. So anyway, okay, so we're gonna use our spell Evac, which this is how handy this spell is. Takes us right out front. And there we go. And now we can use one of these and warp right to the main gate. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, we'll run around inside, and then we'll be done with this video. So, again, when we come back next time, we'll do some plot advancement, and I'll talk to you guys then. And you guys take care. Thanks for watching, and bye, everybody.